Hey, hi, hello! So, I'm in college now. You also probably can't tell because I'm dressed like a toddler. I'm literally wearing cat socks. Look, I love them. But I am in college, surprising literally everyone. And I've had the titular call experience, woo! No, I didn't go drinking or do anything crazy. But the second I got to college, I forced myself to get into routines, I made friends, I started a D&D campaign. To me, that's the titular college experience. Well, that and the fact that Sister Cindy came to my university.
She doesn't even like enchiladas!
Now, this is not gonna be like a roast or a dunk on Sister Cindy, and maybe you're just here because you want me to be like, oh my god, she sucks, she's a loser, she's blah, then have some footage of her singing WAP. But that's what TikTok is for, and that's not what I'm going to do here. I do have a clip of her that my friend got, but I'm in there, so you can see that I was there and that it did happen. I have some proofs. This is going to be a why Sister Cindy and others like her, aka Caitlin Bennett, do this, aka go to college campuses and let people make utter fools out of them. I feel like a lot of people would say it's to spread their beliefs, but everywhere they go, they've arrived with hateful college students. So I don't really think that's the case here. That could be what they say, that could be what the majority of people believe, but they've bamboozled us. And what's the most indicative of the fact is that all my professors told us not to see Sister Cindy. Particularly my media professor sent us a very lovely email. I will see if I can find it and put some of it on screen with obviously his information blurred out and all that, and told us not to give her attention. And my university knew she was coming, so they told everyone through email and invited us all to a party with food trucks, music, and sidewalk chalk. The whole yard was decorated with pride flags and BLM flags and signs. And so what I did, instead of watching Sister Cindy except for those 0.5 seconds, is I got ice cream. I found someone writing lesbians for communism, so obviously I joined in on that fun. I didn't interact with Sister Cindy, I didn't yell at her, I just got her proof. And then I tried to drag my friends away. I didn't want to be around her. I was like, hey, we shouldn't be over here. But that's also because I'm a goody two-shoes and I need to follow the rules. But I also did this because I knew being around her would only help her, which a lot of people didn't seem to get or didn't seem to care. People bragged about their sick disses on Sister Cindy or the conversations they had with her. A lot of these people were posted on Yik Yak, which is a truly despicable site. Should I make a video about why Yik Yak is so bad? I could. If you're on a college campus and there's Yik Yak, it's the most sexist thing there is. And also they kicked me out of there for my gourd posting. Girls got a gourd post. But a lot of people in Yik Yak were like, if the university wants us to disregard Sister Cindy, then why are they throwing a party for her? And so on. And there are a lot of people who attacked her. And it doesn't mean you're a leftist if you target her because she's crazy and funny to watch. I understand. I'm not judging anyone for blasting WAP at her. I like it. It's great comedy. It's funny. Like, it genuinely is. But it's not activism or owning conservatives as we'd like to think. They're owning us. It's a two-way street here. You see, Sister Cindy planned to be on my campus for 4 hours, and she left early. Not because people were being assholes to her, because we didn't give her attention. Again, I got my ice cream, did some chalk, and then I played coup in the basement of the Union. I didn't win. It was my first time playing coup. You know. I'll win eventually. I avoided her, except I'm talking about Sister Cindy, but not to make fun of her, more to understand her and Caitlin Bennett and all of these people, not to understand their beliefs. I'm more trying to understand why they're at college. One of the big criticisms of the left that is supposed to draw contention is that most of us are goody two-shoes academic snobs who aren't for the working class. And I'm sitting here making video essays talking about the private college I attend. So there is a point. I'm just gonna pretend I don't see it for now. Sister Cindy made a video about the aftermath of what happened, about how much we loved and welcomed her and how we gave her a t-shirt. They were giving out free t-shirts, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that before. And her comment section was mostly people from my school telling her that that was not the case. I wanted to leave a comment too, and I would have if the comment section was any different. And I think that woke me up the most, because listen, I know that Sister Cindy is trying to rile us up. This may not be new considering my professors knew this, but also we take the bait every single time, and we think we're making fun of her. And I mean, we are, but that's not how she's twisting the narrative, because this is what she wants us to do. And remember, college-educated people are kind of the bane of a lot of people's existences, especially conservatives. Even though all those news pundits and main conservatives are rich and well-educated, they pretend they are not. They don't live in cities. They believe in family values. I guess? Sure, let's go with that. So what does Sister Cindy gain from mocking us? Besides an audience, what cause does this help? Well, I'm gonna turn to Caitlin Bennett here for a second because it's a little easier to explain with her. So Caitlin Bennett uploads videos of her asking college students questions, and at first, to me, it seemed to be under the guise of getting people to look stupid to conservatives, to get Ben Shapiro levels of shutting someone down by the amount of time she would say seriously or look at them weird for giving her straight answers. It would be an own on the libs by her looking at these crazy alien college students. And if you look at most of the clips, a lot of the people are nonchalant. There are some who aren't, who call her out and yell at her, which is their right. I'm not saying they're wrong because she spreads hateful rhetoric. So them owning her or saying it would be a good thing to have tampons in both bathrooms is her content. It's usually not her owning other people with long-winded stuff. It's her looking at them weird. But this actually does two things really. It makes liberal college students appear to conservatives crazy and brainwashed, and that's really what they want. Because they take the words that to us seem like normal things and they'll twist it in their own words to say transphobic and other horrible things. They'll just take the words we say and be like, oh my god, the left is so terrible and is trying to destroy our family values, look at them. And look at what these guys are saying, they're attacking your values. They'll make you feel unsafe in your home. They'll come for your children. Ah! It associates education with evil elitism, which I don't think Bennett is smart enough to do. People seek her out to dunk on her and she gets content from it. People make videos about her, which gets her views. Dunking on her is a pastime, like dunking on Sister Cindy is. She does things, but since there's more of us at the places she goes, she is still attacked. So it's not the best way to go about it, I guess. She uses us for her audience and her attention, so she could be touted back to conservatives as a poor girl who is doing the work of showing how corrupt American college students are. And we keep dunking on her because it's fun, and she invites it. She knows it's fun for us. And it sounds gross, and you are probably mad or think I've insinuated you're awful. You're not. It's okay to want this, because all of us feel like we don't have control over our own situations or how we want politics to be, so we dunk on other people. And it's really going to continue to happen as long as we get angry and decide to be awful. Because these women are used by us to show how stupid conservatives are. And that's what we are used for them. We say, oh my god, look at how stupid these ladies are. And they turn back around and say, oh my god, look at how crazy these college students are. They're going to ruin America. And we both think each other is ruining America, when guess what? It's already a shithole that we all have to collectively try and fix. Woo! Sister Cindy is bait that we take. And of course we do. Because let's be honest, there isn't much we can do, especially when they're just as hateful as Sister Cindy or Caitlin Bennett. But it's not really doing us any good to attack them, especially when they're getting what they want out of it. It may hurt them, but it makes their own political party feel sad for them, and they're able to bring back stuff that makes us look terrible for conservatives. We provide content for each other. We feed off of each other like fucking parasites. The last thing I want to talk about is free speech. Not controversial at all, baby! Woo! These people show up at college campuses, a place where conservatives love to argue free speech isn't allowed, and that liberals hate free speech. I am sure you've heard that liberals hate free speech before. Liberals don't. Leftists don't either. What we care about is safe speech. And also, if someone says something we don't like, we're allowed to voice our opinion about it. But conservatives will take these moments and say that our universities do not like free speech. I work at a call center at my university. About half the calls and texts I get are people recommending this one article about how free speech on our campus is non-existent. I have read this article, and people think we're against free speech. I would say we are a private university and we're allowed anyone to speak, but if their views disalign with what the university wants to put out in the world, they are allowed to object, especially if the person who is speaking is spewing hate. The university is allowed to say this does not represent us because it is a private institution and can have its own policies. A college campus is a place where people live. My campus, almost 100% of students live on campus for all 4 years. It is the job, therefore, of that campus to make students feel safe. And some people be like, oh, little babies need to feel safe. That's so sad. The real world isn't safe. To which I say, it's a place where I chose to go. It's a place where I'm giving money to. I want my university to be a place where I can feel safe being gay. And being safe being a woman. Because we all know college campuses are not the most safe place for women. And now, I get that you don't believe that the world is safe for you, conservatives, because you can't state these opinions in public without being ridiculed. I mean, look at Sister Cindy, look at Caitlin Bennett. So thus I ask you, conservatives, when someone provokes you, insults you, ridicules you, do you just stand there and take it? I know you don't. Because you can say anything you want, but your words have consequences. But debating you on these consequences in a public space where you are filming me doesn't seem to be worth it for me. In fact, neither does interacting with you, because none of us are going to get what we want, but the endless stream of proving each other wrong and showing how awful the other side is, it really doesn't work until we're ignoring you. And I'm tired of taking the right seriously. By the way, I think we should take the violence that the right has caused and their words and their actions seriously, but I don't think we need to debate them and take some of their ludicrous suggestions as things that have truth to them or are framed in reality and not just hate and bigotry. And if their logic is completely different from yours, then debating them and saying your opinion to them is not going to work the way you think it will. So it feels a little pointless, but their actions and what they do when they're influenced, yes, take those seriously. And I think, telling them when something is wrong, especially if they're someone you know, or someone that says something that hurts you, that's like, yeah, do that, but like, there's a line. And like, if you're just talking to someone online or like yelling at like Ted Cruz on the internet, like, nothing is ever gonna happen about that. Hell, there's even more arguments on the left that I'm tired of taking seriously, especially from neolibs, because all it means is that I have to fight you, and then I get the sweet sense of vindication when I think you won and you think you get the same thing. It doesn't help anyone. We're both gonna walk out thinking we're right when we both look like idiots. And so honestly, ignoring you is just better. And I know I'm going to mess up, and I have. But I think my university was right to make us not pay attention because I had more fun hanging out with my friends, doing chalk art, and eating ice cream than I would have listening to Sister Cindy being homophobic and hateful while people made fun of her. And I know addressing this and saying mean things about all these people and calling them stupid is not something right because it is inspiring people to call me stupid back. I get that. I understand that, but I can't anymore hold myself up and be nice about people who hate me. It's too hard to do that because I don't hate these people. I don't like the people who go out and spill hatred. I don't have much malice to people I don't know. Why would I? I don't know you. Change, please. Alright, that's the video! Make sure to like and subscribe or unsubscribe if you've decided you're done with me. But I would really appreciate a subscribe. That would be really nice. If I could get 40 what if I got, oh my god, I don't think it's possible, but if I could get 40 subscribers by the end of the year, which means I need 8 subscribers. I just need 8. I need 8 people to subscribe to me. That would be great. That would be awesome. That'd be really cool. Like 40, maybe even 50. Like, that would be kind of cool. Because then I know it's not all people I know. And I know some people are supporting me aren't people I know. But like, if you could just like think about it. Think about it. It's not like a big ask. You don't have to if you don't want to. But like, consider it. That would be epic. Alright, goodbye.